So of course I, bumped into this girl, and she starts telling me, where are you going? What are you up to? Maybe I can go too. And she just started walking with me. I don't even remember if I told her, well, go ahead and start walking with me, but she just started walking with me anyway. We just started talking, and I was on my way back to the motel room because I went to go get something and come back, and one thing leads to another. This girl, as I'm walking with her, she bumps into another person. This isn't coincidence. This is how the devil works. I've seen this happen before. One person bumps into another while you're with them, and this and then bad things start to happen. So anyway, she bumps into this guy, and she asks him to go get some drugs for him, and this and that. So at this point, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, this is getting a little bit out of control, a little bit strange. You know what I mean? I really wasn't comfortable with the situation at all. But I still kind of I have a heart for people. I have a heart for people, so I don't want to judge somebody just because they're a drug addict. I don't. I know at that point though I should have left, and I should have been like, I'm not gonna hang out with you right now while you're doing that. I should have done that, but I didn't. Instead of that, she already knew where I was going, so she said, well, I'll just go hang out with you guys there. Is it okay if I take a shower and get cleaned up? Because like I said, I mean, I know what it's like to be homeless because I've been homeless. Taking a shower is like the biggest thing in the world. Like, it's one of the best feelings you can get, to have like a nice shower and feel clean and feel comfortable. It's like, ask any homeless person that, and they'll tell you it's truly, people take that for granted, man. I'm telling you. Even in this country, in America, where people have showers whenever they want them, basically when they live in a house or an apartment, but when you're homeless and you haven't had a shower in weeks, having one shower makes you feel totally different. So I did say, well, I'll ask my friend, maybe he'll let you take a shower, And so we ended up going to the motel room, going back there. She ended up doing that, taking a shower, this and that. But then she started, because I guess she maybe probably, I'm pretty sure she was doing drugs in the bathroom. I can't prove that, you know what I mean? But it wasn't my motel room anyway. My friend let her in. He said she could hang out for a bit. But then she started getting really weird, like, just like making demands and doing weird stuff like that. And actually, this is the funny part. It was my fault for bringing her in the first place, so I shouldn't have done that. But I started feeling uncomfortable with the situation. I was like, I really don't want to sleep here tonight. I was just like, I'd rather just go sleep by myself, like I normally would do, like go back to the park and sleep. I don't want to sleep here at the motel room tonight because she's gonna be here and she's acting all weird, and I just don't feel comfortable with it. I mean, just the way she was acting, I can't really explain, but when people are on drugs, man, as a Christian, I can feel the presence of evil. Like, I can feel it, and just like when I'm doing drugs, I can even feel the presence of evil, kind of like in me. It's like your senses are more heightened, and I just didn't feel comfortable, But I should have stayed in the motel room that night. I should have asked the girl to leave, or at least, I mean, at that point it was kind of too late. She was already there. The way she was acting, like I said, talking about, I mean, I don't have, look, obviously I'm a man. I'm attracted to women, I mean, not all men are, but I'm saying I am, It's just the way I was born. It's just the way I am. But so obviously, I don't have a problem hanging out with females and all that, obviously. But, this one in particular was talking about, like, she wanted to, talking about who was she going to sleep with that night, this and that, and I'm just like, well, it isn't going to be me, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't that attracted to her like that. And besides, I'm technically, I was still married. I'm still married, and I always feel bad every time, I just, I had a lot going through my mind at the time too, but I'm like, well, it won't be me, so you don't got to worry about who you're going to be sleeping with tonight. And then of course that left my friend, in my place, because like he's over there on his bed, and he's, oh man, I feel bad about the whole situation. I should have never brought the girl to him, because his girlfriend, you got to remember, is the one that got him the motel room that night. Now, he wasn't mad that she was in there. He wasn't mad that, we had some company to hang out with, just to hang out with, but I should have never brought her there in the first place. I know that I shouldn't have, because she was doing drugs, because even though she wanted a shower, and that was nice to give it to her, she should have left after that. And I had told her before I brought her there that it wasn't going to be an all night thing, that she could get a shower, she could feel comfortable for a while, maybe whatever, make some coffee like I was doing, But anyway, she wanted to stay the whole night. She's a woman, so she wanted to have some male company, and I get that. Trust me, I do. I understand that. I totally get that because that's how we were kind of feeling too. Like, oh, it's nice to have a female in the room that we can hang out with and talk to. But anyway, it got out of control, man. Like the way she was acting and this and that. And my friend, I told him, I remember, I said, I'm going back to the park, man. And he said, don't go, man. You can stay. You don't want to go out there tonight. You got this motel room to stay in. And so at that point, I had gotten a beer from the store, because I was just, it was kind of like a celebration for me. I get a motel room, I'm homeless. I get a motel room, I'm gonna get a beer, and I'm gonna drink it, So but it was one of them hardcore beers, like the 10 or 12% or whatever it was. So I was in beer. My body does not react to beer very well at all. I haven't drank beer in like over 3 years now. Because beer is just, there's something about it that affects my I really, I can't explain it. I get real tired. Beer just makes me feel really lethargic. I feel like I can't move sometimes when I drink beer. I'm more of a wine drinker. If I'm gonna drink it all, it's gonna be wine because it doesn't have the same effect on me. But beer just makes me real sluggish and just real tired and not want to move and stuff like that. So anyway, that same night, I ended up going back to the park, and I shouldn't have done it because I had a motel room. God blessed me with a motel room to sleep in that night, and I turned it down. I should have stayed at the motel room, so I had to pay a severe price for that. And I'll tell you guys what that was here in a little bit. And plus, I was drinking beer, like I said, which makes me extremely tired. It puts me into almost like a coma. I'll fall asleep, and I just won't want to wake up, and I won't want to move. And that's what happened that night when I went back to the park.